Southeast Georgia.
WIFO-FM, Jessup.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Michael Bloomberg has enough support in another poll released today to qualify for tomorrow night's Democratic Party presidential debate in Las Vegas. Bloomberg's in second place in that NPR-PBS Marist poll, 19% behind Bernie Sanders at 31%.
Now, Mr. Bloomberg, like anybody else, has a right to run for president. He does not have a right to buy the presidency.
Senator Sanders at a rally in Richmond, California. The head of a hospital treating coronavirus patients in China has died of the disease.
Liu Zhiming is at least the seventh health worker to be killed. China reporting more than 1,800 new infections today, but it says there are signs the virus spread may be slowing. Apple becoming the latest company to warn of trouble, saying its sales will suffer because of slower iPhone production and weaker demand in China.
Fox's Simon Owen. America's listening to Fox News.
Lara Logan is back. The award-winning journalist returns with an unflinching look at the border crisis.
What I care about is one thing, the truth.
And she's taking on the mainstream media, tackling the issues that matter to America, one story at a time.
We see this, but we don't ever see where they go.
We don't know what they've been through just to get here. You could see it on their faces.
I know. This is me at my core.
These guys are runners. They're not going to give themselves up.
It's all happening pretty fast. But I guess this is what you're used to. You okay? Yes.
They portray us as villains. That's not the case, and we all have families. We're here to protect our borders, protect our country.
Having the freedom to take on tough subjects and tell it like it is, that's what we have at Fox Nation. That's what sets us apart.
No bias, no nonsense. Lara Logan has no agenda. The must-see docuseries is available now, only on Fox Nation. Start your free trial at FoxNation.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
For the best car wash at the best price, then go to the new Nips Car Wash, located at 459 Highway 301 South, down from McDonald's in Jessup. Nips Car Wash features state-of-the-art IQ automatic car wash system. Every car or truck that enters the automatic IQ wash system is scanned to capture its unique vehicle profile to give you a great car wash every time. Nips Car Wash also features 2 self-service bays where you can choose from a variety of accessories such as foam brush, tire brush, bug off, wax, clear coat, and spot-free rinse with powerful blowers located in each bay to top off your car wash experience at an affordable price. For the best quality car wash around, go to the new Nips Car Wash located down from McDonald's on the left on Highway 301 South in Jessup. That's Nips Car Wash with a state-of-the-art IQ automatic wash system on Highway 301 South down from McDonald's in Jessup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning to you. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial, Big Dog Country Radio. Tuesday morning is the 18th day of February. Butch Hubbard here with you along Bob Morgan on this kind of a drizzly Tuesday morning. But, Bob, we've got to hit it running hard. We've got guests everywhere. We've got a congressman here sitting next to us. We've got a state senator on the phone. And we've got folks from the city of Jessup out there in the green room. So let's get started, Bob.
It was Tuesdays with Tiller. We got Blake on the phone, so we'll get him first. Blake, appreciate you being here.
Hey, thank you, Bob. Thanks for having me on.
The big story is, of course, there's, the governor's got all these proposed cuts, but the members of the House are starting to reject some of those budget cuts. We had that story today. They met with Agriculture Commissioner Gary Black. Gary Black says they've got to fund some of these positions or they won't have any inspections at all. So your thoughts on what's taking place in Atlanta, all of a sudden these cuts are being rejected, some of them by the people up there in Atlanta.
It's an interesting time. It's certainly, though, not nearly as interesting as what Congressman Carter's putting up with over in D.C. I just appreciate him being on as well. Thanks for what he does in Washington. I know he's fighting every day to help lower prescription drug costs, and he was also instrumental in securing funding for the port deepening in Savannah, which just means so much to us for our growth corridors on Highway 84 and 341. So I appreciate Congressman Carter. I know he's in the audience there listening, and thanks for what he's doing to help us. You mentioned what's going on here. Well, day 13 of the legislative session, we're not quite halfway through. We think the House started meeting this morning on budget about 7 a.m., and we think they're going to pass out their budget out of committee around 8:15. You hit the nail on the head on some of the changes they're going to make. We're able to find some savings in some of the emergency fund areas, it looks like. Going to allocate some of those where they probably will end up going in the future. Looking to put $200,000 or $300,000 into the hemp program, which has been something that the farmers down in Wayne and Long counties have talked a lot about to me. So that's what's going on the committee. And today we've got one bill on the floor in the Senate. It's really just a cleanup bill from last year concerning constitutional officers. But the big news that we haven't hit on, that I'm not sure has made it to your listeners yet, is the announcement by AT&T that's coming out this week about 5G launching in Jessup. They're going to launch 5G in 5 areas across our state. We've been able to get Jessup to be one of those areas, and the expansion is pretty impressive for Wayne County. I mean, it goes all the way over to hit the river on the northwest side, all the way out to Guard Eye on the southeast, Scriven and McKinnon down in the south, and almost to Highway 121 over in Surrency on the west side, so you pick up Odom, Madry Springs, etc. Again, appreciate the congressman's help in us being able to do that. We couldn't have done that without him as well.
Sounds good. What else do we need to know? Like I said, I can get your thoughts on these. Like I said, the decisions, the cutbacks, the budget cuts, this is what the word is the lawmakers are worried about. Worried about agricultural research, public defender's office, state crime lab, mental health assistance, substance abuse program. So the governor's got cuts in all those areas, so what's going to happen?
Yeah, it's all pretty strong January. It came in about 4.5% of the increase in revenue in January, which is about $100 million. But still puts us at a year for about a gross of about 0.9% growth. Still need 2.3% to make budget. So we're not making budget yet, but that number's narrowed a little bit. We're probably about $26 million off of pace. Again, because of what we expect will always be a pretty strong April. I've been very committed over time that I'm not coming and asking the people for more money. We don't make anything in Atlanta, just like they don't make anything in Washington. We don't make widgets and sell them. We go to your pocket to get the money when we spend it. And I've been committed to the folks in Wayne County. I'm not coming to ask for any more than money. So cuts are going to have to be made just like they're made in businesses when money's tight there. So we're trying to make sure that these are at least impactful. We've been able to find some savings in a couple of areas. You'll see that roll out a little bit more at 8:15. I don't want to jump the gun on those announcements. But I do think you're going to see us put a lot more money back into agriculture. I think you're going to see us put more money into public safety and the crime labs. And then the governor's been committed the whole time to fighting gang violence. You'll see some additions there as well.
The one thing they will not cut is the teacher pay raise. I know everybody wants that. That's what everybody in our, all the teachers listening, they want to make sure they're going to get that $2,000 pay raise.
Yeah, it ends up being $1 billion over 2 years. That's a big item. I don't know what the House's position is on that right now. I haven't seen that come out. But I know in the Senate we're committed to making sure that particularly those teachers that are in the classroom are compensated for the work they do, which matters so much to our community.
Blake, we appreciate you being here. Like I said, we got a lot of guests. We'll talk to you again next Tuesday. It'll be interesting to see how all that budget works out up there in Atlanta.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the opportunity to be on this morning. And Congressman Carter, thank you again for what you do for our area.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right, thank you very much, Blake. Blake Tillery, Senator Blake Tillery, here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. And you didn't get to hear that, Congressman, but he wanted to thank you for being here today in Jessup.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here, I tell you.
All right, Bob, introduce our guest.
Well, we're glad to have the Congressman Buddy Carter in 1st Congressional District in the studios with us in campaign mode. But a lot of good news. I just want to, first of all, as he mentioned, the Port of Savannah, all that funding came through in Washington, D.C. That was the big story. I mean, y'all are local delegation's been fighting for this and pushing for this for years.
Absolutely. It was last week was a good week for the 1st Congressional District, particularly for the Savannah Harbor Expansion Project, SHIP, as you know, which we've been working on since 1996, I believe, is when we put in the first permit application for that project. And of course, it's a deepening of the harbor from 42 feet to 47 feet. For the 4th straight year, we have got full funding from the administration. That is important because now, this year, we're going to be getting, for the fiscal year 21, we'll be getting $93.6 million. That will allow us to complete the project. Now, we'll need some funds ongoing, obviously, for maintenance and for other things, but that $93.6 million will allow us to finish the dredging. In the officials at Georgia Ports tell us that they expect for it to be finished by the end of 2021 or the first of 2022. And what's important to understand is that we don't start reaping the economic benefits of that project until it's completed. It does no good to get that ship 2/3 of the way in. You got to get it all the way in before you start reaping the economic benefits. And the benefit to cost ratio is one of the highest of any infrastructure projects in the United States. It's a 7.3 benefit to a 1 cost. So 7.3 to 1. Who wouldn't take that kind of investment? Obviously, that's going to be big for us. And on top of the 93.6, we also, in our office, had applied for a grant to help with Berth 1, which is the older part of the port down there, to realign and to straighten it and to deepen it from 42 to 47 feet so that it can accommodate the post-Panamanic ships as well.
It just shows how important that port is and how important commerce is.
Oh, there's no question about it. Arguably, this is the most significant economic development project we've had since the interstate system. And the impact, obviously, is Savannah in the southeast, but it reaches all the way up into the Ohio Valley, the impact of that port.
I think people would be amazed about how much is imported and exported through that port on a daily basis.
No question about it. And on top of that, it is one of the few ports in the nation that actually consistently exports more than it imports.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just join us first, Mr. Congressman, Buddy Carter in the studio. You got a big event tomorrow down in Brunswick. You're going to open up a new office.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be cutting the ribbon, if you will, on our new district office down in Brunswick. It'll be at 8 o'clock from 8 to 10. It's the old Bank of America building there. It's a great location. We're excited about it.
And it's located Gloucester?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. It's just a couple of blocks from where we were originally, but we're excited about having a new location there and being able to better serve the residents there.
And who will your staff be there, you know?
Yeah, Emmett Nolan, of course, is our district representative down in that area. Emmett's been with us for quite a while. He does a great job for us. He covers a lot of area. You know, we have 17 counties, so whereas most of the population is obviously in the Savannah area, most of the land mass is down south, and Emmett has a lot of areas to cover. So he covers probably about 14 of the different counties, 13 or 14 of the counties.
Okay.
Let's talk about what's going on in Washington.
Well, lots going on, you know. Finally, this impeachment sham is over with. 134 wasted days and wasted nights. And
millions of dollars.
And millions of dollars, no question about it. For what reason? No reason whatsoever. And, you know, the most appalling thing to me is that whenever, two numbers to be aware of. First of all, I mentioned 134, but also 33 days that Nancy Pelosi held on to the articles of impeachment in the House before she sent them over to the Senate. All of this while she was saying, this is urgent. We've got to take care of this now. We've got to get him out of office now. Yet she held him for 33 days. The other number that I think is significant is 3, and that is 3 silver trays that she had with ink pens on it to sign those articles of impeachment. I thought that was just ridiculous.
What else? Like I said, is anything getting done? You talk about
that's a good
lowering
question.
Prescription drugs, infrastructure. Where do we stand on all the issues that, both sides should be able to work on?
Well, and you bring up a great point, Bob, because these are nonpartisan issues. These are bipartisan issues that, drug pricing impacts everyone. Infrastructure is important for everyone. I give the example all the time. I practiced pharmacy for over 30 years. When someone asked me how much a prescription was going to cost, never did I ask them, are you a Republican or a Democrat? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the same for everyone. We all pay high prescription drug costs, and we are addressing that. Unfortunately, the Speaker hijacked one of the bills that was in the Energy and Commerce Committee, Health Subcommittee that I serve on, H.R. 3, and put some poison pills in there. It's a very partisan bill that is not going to pass the Senate. We do have some other pieces of legislation. H.R. 19 is a bipartisan bill. Everything in H.R. 19 passed out of our committee with a unanimous bipartisan vote. And that is what we're pushing and what we hope will get passed. There are two bills in the Senate. Grassley-Wyden, Senator Grassley and Senator Wyden have a bill as well that is unfortunately has some price controls in it that I'm not going to be able to support. The key here is that we can lower prescription drug prices without price controls. Why do we not want price controls? Because whenever you have a piece of legislation, the Congressional Budget Office, CBO, they score it, either how much it's going to cost or what kind of impact it will have. When they scored H.R. 3, the Speaker's partisan drug pricing bill, they said that this bill will lead to anywhere from 8 to 12 drugs that would have come out on the market through research and development over the next decade, that it would no longer come out. Now, what 8 or 10 drugs are those going to be? Is it going to be the cure for Alzheimer's? Is it going to be a cure for diabetes? Even if it's just one drug that doesn't come to the market, it's one too many. Not only that, but we can achieve this goal without having to do that, without having to run the risk of stifling innovation. And that's extremely important. So drug pricing is something, obviously, that I'm very involved in, and we continue to press forward with that. And I do think we will get something done. This is one of the president's primary initiatives since he's been in office. He has said from day one, we've got to do something about this. Now, infrastructure, I think everyone was expecting us to have a big infrastructure bill. Again, this is bipartisan. This is something that impacts all of us. I don't know that we're going to have a big infrastructure bill. However, having said that, just like what we were talking about earlier with the president's budget, including funds for the Savannah Harbor deepening project, as well as with the straightening of that berth and the deepening of that berth, these are infrastructure projects. So we are doing them bits and pieces at a time. And I don't want you to think that there's going to be a big bill coming out just to deal with infrastructure. That may happen, but I don't think it'll be before the elections in November.
Well, I think we've been shown that the you can have bipartisan cooperation up there. There was two major bills passed and signed by both houses and the president during the impeachment process, and that were items that Trump pushed forward. The House and the Senate, once you did all your compromising, signed those particular bills. Do you think that will continue through the year, or do you think that no one wants to give anybody else credit during the year for anything good happening before the election?
Well, that's a good point, because it is political season, obviously. Well, we got Nevada next and then South Carolina after that with the primaries. So it's all about the November elections now. We all understand that. You do bring up a good point. We did get some things done. USMCA, United States-Mexico-Canada agreement, was the successor to NAFTA, which needed to be done, and that was something we did in a bipartisan fashion. And I've said this before, and I'll continue to say it. I believe in giving credit where credit's due. There were some things in USMCA that the Democrats insisted on that I think help our country. One of the things that I point out is that they insisted on having a minimum wage in Mexico for the auto workers. Well, now we've always said if we can improve the conditions in those Central America countries, that will help us with our our goal of stopping illegal immigration. If they are satisfied there, then they're not going to want to come here. If we can improve the conditions over in those countries, then we won't see as many people trying to come over here. Therefore, we won't have to spend as much money and as much effort on securing our borders.
Okay, when you're out here campaigning and you're talking to the different folks around and you're going to events, what are maybe the top two things that people are concerned about right now? People say, what's going on with this or what's happening with that?
Well, obviously, healthcare remains one of the top priorities, and it should be. Healthcare is something that people are concerned about. We do continue to work on healthcare. We do continue in the Republican Party to stress this. We've got a number of proposals out there. The president has said that he's going to have a healthcare proposal, but it won't come out until after the November elections. I look forward to that, and we've been working in our office closely with the president to prepare for that, and particularly as it relates to prescription drugs and in that area. But healthcare remains one of the top priorities. Of course, the economy. You know, the thing about the economy that is doing so great right now, I mean, we've got one of the lowest unemployment rates that we've had in years. For some sectors, we've got the lowest unemployment rate that we've ever seen for Hispanics, for African American males. The unemployment rate has never been this low. We see rising wages. This is a economic boom. It's a blue collar boom. It's a middle class boom. So we see rising wages for everyone. The problem with the economy is that people don't pay close attention to it unless it's bad.
Right. If it's good, you're not paying attention to it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I don't think the president gets anything close to the credit that he should get for what is going on now with the economy.
Okay.
As you mentioned, is election mode. You're out campaigning. You got opposition on both sides of the aisle. So how's your campaign going?
Well, it's going exceptionally well. We're very pleased with where we're at. We get support all over. There are only two ways to run, unopposed and scared. So we're continuing to run scared, and we're going to do that. I've got a great team assembled, and we continue to do our work. It's important for us to keep in mind that we still have 10 months left in this session. So, we've got constituent services. We continue with that. But outside of that, we continue to gear up for what is going to be a primary on May 19th, and then we'll have a general election, of course, in November, and we're looking forward to it.
And you got several events here today. Is that correct?
Yeah, we do. We're going to be going to the Diversity Health Center. We're looking forward to that. I've got a number of meetings set up. Looking forward to spending the whole day here, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
Congressman Buddy Carter in the studio with us here on this Tuesday morning. Any final question, because we got more guests?
I was going to say we got more guests, but we do appreciate you stopping by. Like
It's
I said, it's
always
always
a
good to
pleasure
have you
to
in the
be here.
studio. Again, like I said, the news out of Savannah is excellent. That was great news to hear this week. So appreciate
It's good news out of Brunswick. They're going to start cutting up that
the
shipping
Golden Ray.
routes. Yeah, going to start cutting it up. Luckily, it didn't stop traffic coming in and out, but it's still something that needs to be moved, and they're going to start cutting that and moving that out.
They are, but it has been a tourist boom for that area.
It has been a tourist. Wait till they start cutting that thing up, man.
I'm not kidding you. It's going to be, it's an engineering marvel to see how they're going to do that.
Yeah.
And I look forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Congressman, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day here in Wayne County.
Thank you.
All right, WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, world-famous Butch and Bob Show. We've got lots of guests in the green room. They'll be here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in 90 seconds.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Good morning. Showers likely. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the low 70s. South winds at 10 to 15. Tonight, showers, low of 60. Tomorrow, showers in the morning. Chance of showers Wednesday afternoon. Highs mid-60s. Showers again likely mid-40s Wednesday night. Thursday, showers likely. High of 50. But Friday, mostly sunny, breezy. Highs Friday in the low 50s. Georgia meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
Neesmith Chevrolet and the Wayne County Board of Tourism present Hog Jam 2020, February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Entry fee $50 per bow or gun hunter. Children under 16 hunt free with a registered adult bow or gun hunter. Tournament hours run from Friday the 21st, 2 p.m. until Sunday, February 23rd at noon. $4,000 guaranteed payout. Prizes gun and bow, first place $1,000, second $500, third $250. Bonus category, biggest hog weighed in by 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday night. $100 bow and gun each night. The biggest hog killed by a hunter under 16, $100. Biggest hog killed by a female, $250. Payout based upon number of entries. You can hunt Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Alabama, or Tennessee, where you have legal permission to hunt. For rules and more info, go to WayneTourism.com or call 912-427-3233. Registration deadline February 22nd, 6 p.m. Neesmith Chevrolet and the Wayne County Board of Tourism present Hog Jam 2020, February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
You're listening to the Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, world famous Butch and Bob Show. Bob, we got more guests here.
Yeah, the Chamber's here to talk about Taste of Wayne. Molly's in with the city, so I'll turn it over to her. She's got some other people with her. So.
Who's going to start first?
Good morning.
Good morning, Molly.
I have with me today Bridget Chandler of Howard and Jones Funeral Home and Ginger Proudfoot with the Heritage Bank, and we're here to talk about the 11th annual Taste of Wayne.
Okay.
This is the 11th annual Taste of Wayne, and this year it is presented by the Heritage Bank. It will be held on Thursday, March 5th, so that's only a couple of, 3 weeks away now? It is 2 weeks? Is it 2
weeks? It's really close.
Yeah, because the day's the 18th, and then you got the 25th, and then you go right into that first week in March.
Yep,
so
just a little over
2 days.
Just a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks and 3 days.
So we are very excited about this year's Taste of Wayne. We've got a theme of fire and ice. So half of the room will be fire, the other half will be ice. So we're excited about that. And we have, I think it's 14 participating restaurants. This event is about the restaurants, so I will list those for y'all. We've got B-Max Restaurant, Cafe Euro, Gooey's Pizza, Heart's Desire Bakery, Hog and Bones, JJ's Place, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nang's Thai Restaurant, Oishi Japanese Restaurant, One Love Island and Soul Food, Page's Pound Cakes, Southern Weddings and Country Flowers, The Strand Bistro, and The Smoke Show.
There's going to be a lot of good food there. I'm excited. That's my favorite part, is tasting all the food.
That's right. It is all about the restaurants. It is the Chamber's largest fundraiser, but we really try to focus on the restaurants. This is my 4th year on the committee, and that's the area that I choose to work in is the restaurants, because that's really what it is all about.
That's what I said last week. You walk in, you waddle out.
Yes, you do.
Tasting all that food from the different restaurants.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, we've got a few new ones this year, and some of your old favorites too. So.
And you got some sponsors that you want to recognize and give a little airtime.
We do. Like I said, the Heritage Bank is our presenting sponsor.
Some of our corporate sponsors are the Wayne County Industrial Development Authority, Apple Care, Coastal Medical Equipment and Uniforms, EAM Corporation, First Southern Bank, Georgia Dermatology and Skincare Center, Georgia Power Company, GHC Hospice, Historic Strand and the Jessup Drive-In, Neesmith Chevrolet of Jessup, Overholt General Contractors, Partner Risk Services, Southern Ionics Minerals, Wayne County Magazine, and Wayne Obstetrics and Gynecology. And our live auction sponsor is Prime South Bank. Our silent auction sponsor is Hospice of South Georgia. And I think the award ceremony is sponsored by Interstate Credit Union. And the wine toss is sponsored by Murphy's Builder Supply. So we have a lot of people in the community helping out and sponsoring this event.
That's what I enjoy about Taste of Wayne. It's not one of these, the Legends a dinner. This is more casual, more fun. People are walking around. You got the stand-up tables where you can stand and put your food.
Yes.
And go around to the different tables. You got wine toss. I mean that's fun.
Yes,
you
it is a lot of fun.
And try to win a bottle of wine. Just a fun social event. So where you can enjoy the food of Wayne County restaurants, bid on silent auction items, live auction items, and just have fun.
Like you said, walk in and waddle out. I know that's what I did last year because those desserts got me. So
it is a lot
your next
of fun.
Guest, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Ginger Proudfoot. It is a lot of fun, and we are so blessed to be a part of the community at the Heritage Bank. These kind of events that we can participate in, and we love to partner with everybody in the community. Been very blessed to be in banking a long time and very blessed to be able to serve the community I grew up in.
Okay, Ginger Proudfoot with Heritage Bank, the presenting sponsor. And y'all also, as we talked last week, doing a facelift down there.
Yes, we are.
At the Heritage Bank. Sprucing up a little bit.
We are.
Spruce up here.
We're excited about getting that done, and, we've been through a little pain point with it. It's a lot of fun to live in construction, but we're almost there. We're going to get there. So I'm excited. All the furniture's in. It's not in the building yet, but it's here and ready to be installed once we can finish up. We're waiting on our windows to come in.
All right. And Molly, once again, let's tell folks when they can, how they can get the tickets, where, and to this Taste of Wayne event and things of that sort.
Okay, it is the 11th Annual Taste of Wayne. It will be on Thursday, March the 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. At Coastal Pines Technical College. They are the event sponsor for that event. And tickets are $50 for members of the chamber and $75 for non-members. And they can call a chamber or go by the chamber and get tickets.
All right. Bob, anything else for our ladies this morning?
Well, they might want to mention the cash raffle, too.
Yeah, we also have the raffle tickets on sale for $10, and you have a chance to win $1,000, $750, $500, $250, and that's sponsored by Country Financial. So you can definitely get your
of tickets you'll sell a max. Then if you're giving definite amounts away, then
yes, I think we're selling our plan is to sell 500.
500. Okay.
And there will be some of those tickets available at the event as well. But like you said, they are limited, and we are selling those now. So
it's $10 a ticket.
$10 a
ticket.
2
for 20, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
2 for 20. But we will also have that night. We'll have the live and silent auction. We've got a lot of great prizes. A trip to the RSM Classic, St. Simon's Getaway, Quail Hunt at Dorchester, 4 tickets to the Bank of America 400 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Those are some of our live auction items. We've got great silent auction items too, Braves tickets, Zoo tickets, World of Coca-Cola tickets. There's lots of great stuff that you could walk away with that night.
That's right. Go there and bid on the silent auction item, get some great items at a really good price, and the live auction items.
That's right.
All right. Anything else?
The attire is business dressy to semi-formal, so I don't know. Have y'all picked out y'all's outfits yet?
No, I'm still working on it.
You're still working out?
Yeah. Red pants, blue top, or red shirt, and blue bottoms. I hadn't decided yet.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But dressy casual, right?
Yep. Semi-formal dress. Business dressy, yep.
Just busy dressing.
Come as you are. We want everybody to come and have a good time.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Bob, anything else? All right. They will be back next week.
Yes.
Somebody from the committee will be back next week.
Give us
an update on Taste of Wayne coming up on what date again?
March the 5th. Thursday, March 5th.
And tickets are available at the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, sir. All right.
Y'all take care and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right. Anything else, Bob? That's it. All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's there on the left, and by Murphy Builder Supply, where the builders buy, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup, right down from the big red caboose. Got a giveaway coming your way soon, so keep tuned in for your chance to win right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. The time now is 8:35. Let's take a quick look at news from Fox News Radio.
Mike Bloomberg leapfrogs Joe Biden. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. He's second in a new national poll in the Democratic race for president, a poll that now qualifies Bloomberg to be on stage. Fox's Tanya J. Powers explains live.
Dave, Michael Bloomberg will finally be face-to-face with the other candidates vying for the Democratic presidential nomination thanks to that new NPR PBS NewsHour Marist poll that's out today. Now, the poll shows Senator Bernie Sanders in the lead with 31% and Bloomberg at 19%, followed by former Vice President Joe Biden at 15% and Senator Elizabeth Warren at 12%. Now, Bloomberg will face off with those candidates, plus Senator Amy Klobuchar and former Mayor Pete Buttigieg at tomorrow night's debate in Las Vegas. Philanthropist Tom Steyer still hoping to qualify for that debate, Dave.
Tanya, John Bolton had some things to say at Duke University last night. That wasn't allowed to be recorded. The ex-national security advisor said he was concerned his unpublished book could be censored by the White House. Asked about the Ukraine controversy and if the phone call at the heart of impeachment was perfect, as President Trump claims, Bolton replied, "You'll love Chapter 14. Chapter 11 is what the Boy Scouts of America need, filing for bankruptcy protection."
The organization's been under fire, facing scores of lawyers looking for settlements on behalf of thousands of men who say they were molested by Scout leaders years ago. The organization could be forced to raise money for a compensation fund that could total more than $1 billion.
Fox's Jill Nato. Harvey Weinstein's jury will start deliberating today if he's guilty or not. The ex-Hollywood producer's charged in New York with raping a woman, sexually assaulting another. Ryan Newman is in serious condition the day after the NASCAR driver crashed on the last lap trying to win the Daytona 500. His car hit a wall, flipped over, caught fire, got hit by another car.
Imagine having a semi-truck come right in your car window and hit you.
He was in the crowd right above that wreck. Newman's injuries are not considered life-threatening. Denny Hamlin won the Daytona 500 for the second year in a row. America's listening to Fox News.
This is the Frells family. They live on a piece of land they call greener pasture, and they work on it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. With its durable construction and features that hook up to dozens of attachments with ease, no job is too tough. The Frells family runs with us, because this is more than just land. It's home. Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1 Series tractor for just $99 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
Attention everyone! Dell's President's Day sale is still on. Get monumental savings on Dell business PCs with Intel Core processors and business tech. Deals are live now. Our small business technology advisors can help you find the right tech for your business at President's Day prices by calling 877-BUY-DELL. Plus, get free shipping on everything. Just call 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/business deals.
Well, that debate that Mike Bloomberg just qualified for tomorrow night in Nevada, where early voting ends today, is ahead of the next contest in the 2020 race. Saturday, the caucus is there. Though Bloomberg is not taking part in those, instead focusing on Super Tuesday. And one of the 14 states holding contests that day is starting early voting today. Texas.
The actual primary is not until Tuesday, March 3rd, but balloting in Texas for both the Democratic and Republican primaries is open starting today and runs through February 28th. And most polling places should be open daily from 7 to 7. The Democratic primary in Texas will award 228 delegates to candidates proportionally based on district-level results. On the ballot in Texas, like other Super Tuesday states, is former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Eben Brown, Fox News.
The coronavirus is blamed for another 98 deaths in China, with more than 1,800 new infections. The day after 2 flights of Americans taken off a quarantined cruise ship in Japan landed in the U.S., 14 of them have the virus, all but 1 isolated in a hospital in Omaha, Nebraska. Now the story of a flight with a passenger was a real animal.
There was a passenger named Fred in the first-class section on a recent flight out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, with 4 legs and hooves. He's a miniature horse service animal. His flights to California and back, the culmination of months of training by Fred's handler, Ronica Froese, in an effort to convince the Department of Transportation not to ban miniature horses as legitimate service animals.
It's definitely an abuse system, but the sad part is what the DOT is looking at doing is they're looking at excluding me as a handler from taking my horse on the plane.
Ronica says everything went just fine, and Fred was well behaved and did not punch anyone's reclined seat back. Jack Callahan. Fox News.
On Wall Street, the bears might come out. Stocks could drop down. Futures down big. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
You're listening to your Fox News radio station for Southeast Georgia, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Well, good morning to you. Here it is, a Tuesday morning, just in case, you had off yesterday and it feels like a Monday, but it is a Tuesday, the 18th day of February. Coming up soon, we got a giveaway coming your way, so keep tuned in for your chance to win. The best and most country music coming your way starting around 9 o'clock and going all day and all night. Playing more of your favorite country music right here on 105.5 FM. Your official weather forecast for Wayne and surrounding counties coming up next.
And then along came Walker Jones.
Year after year, generation to generation, deal after deal, families have counted on Walker Jones Toyota to treat them like good friends and neighbors should. Toyota Care Maintenance, Walker Jones' famous lifetime warranty, and the honesty and integrity you've come to expect from Walker Jones Toyota. It all adds up to superior service to you, our valued customers. All this plus a great deal. So that's why you buy a new Toyota from Walker Jones Toyota. Stop by and experience the all-new 2020 Highlander and all the other great deals at Walker Jones Toyota, Memorial Drive in Waycross, and online at walkerjonestoyota.com.
Get the best deal from Walker Jones.
Our customers comes first at First Franklin Financial. It's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and more. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1074 North Macon Street, or give us a call at 912-427-4237. You can also start your application online at www.1ffc.com. All loan terms and applicable APR depends on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Braves spring training is underway from the new facility in Northport, Florida, and the Braves Radio Network is bringing you spring training baseball as the team rounds out their 2020 roster.
This one is hammered, a rocket high into the heavens and deep to left field and gone. Ronald Acuna punctuates this one with a 2-run home run deep to left.
Every pitch of spring training, all the way to opening day, is right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
And we are your Atlanta Braves radio station for Southeast Georgia. This is our 50th year, our golden anniversary of bringing Braves baseball to Southeast Georgia. Our golden anniversary, 50-year anniversary of Braves baseball right here on 105.5 FM. And we are the Braves radio affiliate's longest serving Braves affiliate on the network. There's some 200 and something radio stations on the Braves network, and we've been carrying Braves baseball continuously longer than any other radio station on the network. And we're proud of that. 50 years of bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball right here on 105.5 FM. Let's take a look at your weather forecast here for Wayne and surrounding counties, your official weather forecast. Well, we've had some light showers this morning. It's going to be kind of that way on and off throughout the day today. 50% chance of rain here, there, and yonder, and we could have over an inch of rain before the day's over with. High today of around 75 degrees. So not too cool, not too hot, right around 75. Tonight, continued cloudy with a 30% chance of evening showers, low tonight of 61. So once again, 50% chance of showers a day, rain on and off, high today of 75, low tonight of 61 with a 30% chance of showers. Continued cloudy tomorrow, Wednesday, with a 50% chance of showers. High tomorrow of 72, 70% chance of showers tomorrow night, Wednesday night. And then on Thursday, an 80% chance of showers with a high right around 53, so a lot cooler on Thursday. So this front's going to come through, bring us rain for about 4 or 5 days here, and then start getting cooler by Thursday and Friday. The Omaha River is at 13.8 feet and steady. Currently here in southeast Georgia, we have 60 degrees. Looking at the tides for the day, the tide right now is going out. There's going to be a low tide this morning there at Jekyll and St. Simons, right around 10:20. Low tide around 10:20. High tide this afternoon around 4 p.m. Sunset at 6:17. And that is your official weather forecast for Wayne and surrounding counties right here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Let's check in with Focus on the Family commentary, brought to you by Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC here in Jessup.
Totally transparent car buying. With Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC live market pricing, know for certain you're buying at the low market price. We constantly monitor multiple auto and competitor websites to always offer the most aggressive market prices. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding. That's why Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC is the home of the no-hassle deal. Skip the runaround and discover the difference of truly transparent buying on every new and pre-owned vehicle every day. We're online just like you, and we continuously scan pricing on hundreds of vehicles to update prices in real time. At Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, know for certain that our live market price is the low market price. Experience a new and totally transparent way to buy with live market pricing. Chevy, find new roads.
How would you like to have your family live in one of the best locations in the country? Well, the good news is you don't have to move to do it. Hi, this is Jim Daly with Focus on the Family. From time to time, news outlets publish stories about what life is like in various places around the country. Recently, I came across one titled, "The Best Places to Live in America." That got me to thinking. We can't all relocate to America's top cities, but we can make our own home a great place to be, no matter where we live. Take, for example, the living room or family room. These are great places to get together for game nights and movie nights. Time together in these rooms becomes an important foundation for building strong relationships. Next is the dining room. Conversation naturally happens at the dinner table, so enjoy meals together as often as you can. Studies show that children whose families regularly eat together are better at communication, have fewer problems with drugs and alcohol, and do better in school. Finally, a child's room. As a child's day is winding down, it makes a great place for conversation, and it's rewarding when you listen to your son or daughter share their heart and talk about their day. Every room in your house is an opportunity to build strong family relationships and to make your home the best place it can be, no matter where you live. To help your family thrive, visit FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
Focus on the Family commentary brought to you by your hometown new and used car dealership, Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, located here in Jessup on Highway 341 South. Go on by there and see your hometown folks for a great deal on a brand new vehicle, Chevy, GMC, Buick. Great selection of pre-owned vehicles and a super service department. Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC here in Jessup. Well, you know, a little earlier on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, we were talking with the ladies there, talking about the upcoming Taste of Wayne being sponsored by Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. Taste of Wayne going to be held in a couple of weeks, you know, featuring the food of different restaurants around. And this year's theme for Taste of Wayne is Fire and Ice. So we're talking about different fashion things to wear and so forth. And someone sent in a fashion advice for me. Said, Butch, you should include in my outfit for Fire and Ice, Butch, you should include in your outfit a white belt and white shoes for Taste of Wayne. Going back to the 70s, I don't think I still have my white belt and white shoes from the 70s anymore. That would look something, wouldn't it? 849, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning. The best and most country music coming your way starting right around 9 o'clock. And in a couple of minutes, we're going to check in with state news and see what's happening right here in our state of Georgia.
Tired of living in pain? If so, come to Smart Physical Therapy, located across from Dr. Hendricks behind the hospital. At Smart, we take pride in providing our patients with the one-on-one care that they need and deserve using advanced manual therapy techniques such as dry needling and manipulative therapy. Our compassionate and knowledgeable team can help you achieve the most optimal outcome. We will now be offering a free informational session every Friday from 12 until 2 on expectations following surgery. We'll be there one-on-one to answer any questions you may have. If you're looking to have surgery, give us a call to set up a free pre-op appointment. Remember, it's your choice where to go for your physical therapy needs, so choose Smart Physical Therapy. Our number is 559-2071. 559-2071. Again, 559-2071. Ask for Garrett Pye, Clayton Connors, or Nick Child. Smart Physical Therapy.
Stop creditor harassment today. Stop the worry of a pending repossession, garnishment, or foreclosure. Contact the Bankruptcy Group, attorney R. Flake Cabinets, for an experienced assessment of your financial situation. They have locations in Brunswick, Hazelhurst, and now Jessup. They are a debt relief agency. They help people file for bankruptcy relief. Contact legal assistant Tanya Blanton at 912-375-5620. 375-5620 to set up your free consultation. Let the Bankruptcy Group do the worrying for you. Now serving Jessup.
And then along came Walker Jones.
It's Walker Jones President's Day event all month long at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That means historical savings on SUVs from the company that practically invented the SUV Jeep. Save up to $8,000 off a new 2019 Jeep Renegade or a new 2019 Dodge Journey. America's lowest priced third-row SUV. Big savings on 2019 and 2020 Rams, too. Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 2 years in a row. And, of course, we'll take care of you like good friends and neighbors should.
Hey, this is Tommy Wagner. Come on down and see us at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, home of the lifetime warranty. I said lifetime.
Memorial Drive in Waycross and online at WalkerJonesChryslerJeepDodge.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Ends 2/29/20.
Get the best deal from Walker Jones.
Now, the latest from GNN, the Georgia News Network.
I'm Matt McClure. State lawmakers returned to the Gold Dome today from their brief recess to work on budget issues. GNN's Rob Stadler with more.
Georgia House Speaker David Ralston called time out on the legislature session nearly 2 weeks ago to concentrate entirely on the budget. Governor Brian Kemp has asked for 4% in cuts this fiscal year and 6% in the next. But he still wants to give teachers a $2,000 pay raise and throw more money at efforts to reduce gang crime. State lawmakers have had to get out their surgical tools, since 3/4 of the budget related to schools, colleges, transportation, and Medicaid are off limits. The AJC says the full House is expected to vote on its plan tomorrow before sending it to the Senate. Rob Stadler, GNN News.
Parts of Georgia are still dealing with flooding from last week's rain. WTOC-TV says a state of emergency remains in effect for a portion of Montgomery County along the Oconee River, where some areas are still under 6 feet of water. The water level has gone down, but rain is in the forecast again. Local officials issued a mandatory evacuation last week. Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport is about to start expanding one of its security checkpoints. The Atlanta City Council approved a contract for over $37 million yesterday to add 5 smart lanes at the domestic terminal south checkpoint. It's expected to be complete by the end of the year. And a Middle Georgia high school senior is wanted by almost 24 colleges. Allison Flowers from Macon Central High has been accepted to 23 colleges. She has a 3.8 grade point average and wants to become a pediatric nurse practitioner.
At one point, I didn't know if I wanted to go to college or not. It's just seeing that all of these colleges are accepting me is just such a blessing.
Allison tells CBS 46 her top 3 colleges are Mercer, Georgia Southern, and Kennesaw State. Matt McClure, GNN News.
No, just go ahead and pick Southern, okay? 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. 8:54, good morning. We appreciate you waking up and tuning in with the Big Dog. Bob Moore going to be back with you today around 12:15 with more local news and sports. Then again this afternoon around 5:10. Now, coming up in Savannah at the International Convention Center there is going to be the biggest show they have there each year, the Southern Women's Show, February 28th through March 1st. We're going to give away some tickets to that in a moment, but let's listen a little bit about the event.
Treat yourself at the Southern Women's Show, February 28th through March 1st at the Savannah Convention Center. Grab the girls and get ready to shop. Then see Val from Dancing with the Stars on Saturday. Sponsored by Chevrolet and WTOC. Discount tickets at southernwomenshow.com. Treat yourself at the Southern Women's Show, February 28th through March 1st at the Savannah Convention Center. Grab the girls and check out celebrity chefs on the cooking stage. Shop, savor, and share the fun. Sponsored by Chevrolet and WTOC. Discount tickets at southernwomenshow.com.
All right, it's one of the biggest events they have there every single year, the Savannah International Convention Center, and it's the Southern Women's Show. Just well attended every single year. It's going to be in Savannah there at the International Convention Center from February 28th through March 1st. Just lots and lots going on. And right now we want to give away 4 tickets to one person. 4 tickets. 4 tickets. They're valued at right around $10 each. So 4 tickets to the Southern Women's Show. You can use them either on February 28th or 29th or March 1st. And so you get into the Southern Women's Show absolutely free. So the tickets are $9 in advance, $11 at the door. So let's just go ahead and say these are $10 value tickets. So if you would like to go to the Southern Women's Show in Savannah, either on February 28th or on February 29th or March 1st, that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, head to your phone and text me. Text me at 912-427-3711. 912-427-3711. Text me, and I'll take text number 7. Text number 7 at 912-427-3711 will win 4 free tickets to go to the Southern Women's Show on your choice of date of February 28th or 29th or March 1st. Just text your name. Text now, and good luck.
This is Charles Huffman at Jessup Housing Outlet. If you haven't been to Jessup Housing Outlet lately, you're missing out on a large selection of new and exciting floor plans from the nation's top manufacturers like Clayton, Fleetwood, Scott-Built, and Homes of Merit. All of our homes feature modern kitchens and appliances, R60 and higher insulation values, thermopane windows, and energy-efficient heat pumps. We have 2 locations to serve you, 2452 Savannah Highway in Jessup and Highway 301 South between I-16 and the bypass in Statesboro. Come see Charles, Faye, or Sheridan today.
Neesmith Chevrolet and the Wayne County Board of Tourism present Hog Jam 2020, February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Entry fee $50 per bow or gun hunter. Children under 16 hunt free with a registered adult bow or gun hunter. Tournament hours run from Friday the 21st, 2 p.m. until Sunday, February 23rd at noon. $4,000 guaranteed payout. Prizes gun and bow, first place $1,000, second $500, third $250. Bonus category, biggest hog weighed in by 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday night. $100 bow and gun each night. The biggest hog killed by a hunter under 16, $100. Biggest hog killed by a female, $250. Payout based upon number of entries. You can hunt Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Alabama, or Tennessee, where you have legal permission to hunt. For rules and more info, go to WayneTourism.com or call 912-427-3233. Registration deadline February 22nd, 6 p.m. Neesmith Chevrolet and the Wayne County Board of Tourism present Hog Jam 2020, February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
And then along came Walker Jones.
It's Walker Jones President's Day event all month long at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That means historical savings on SUVs from the company that practically invented the SUV Jeep. Save up to $8,000 off a new 2019 Jeep Renegade or a new 2019 Dodge Journey. America's lowest priced third row SUV. Big savings on 2019 and 2020 Rams too. Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 2 years in a row. And of course, we'll take care of you like good friends and neighbors should.
Hey, this is Tommy Wagner. Come on down and see us at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, home of the lifetime warranty. I said lifetime.
Memorial Drive in Waycross and online at WalkerJonesChryslerJeepDodge.com. Some restricted supplies. See dealer for details. Ends 2/29/20.
Get the best deal from Walker Jones.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. And we had our winner. Text number 7 was Christiana Baker. Christiana Baker was text number 7, and she won those 4 free tickets to the Southern Women's Show, which will be in Savannah on the 3 dates of February 28th, 29th, and March 1st. And we'll be giving away free tickets to this super event all this week and next week. So keep it tuned in to 105.5 FM for your chance to win free passes to the Southern Women's Show to be held at the International Convention Center there in Savannah on February 28th, 29th, and March 1st. You're listening to WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Butch over here wishing you a great day today. Keep it tuned in for the best and most country music all day long, right here in your favorite country music radio station.
WIFO-FM.
I'm meeting my buddies out on the lake. We're headed out to a special place we love that just a few folks know. There's no signing up, no monthly dues. Take your Johnson, your Mercury, or your Evan Root and fired up. Feed us out at Party Cove. Come on in, the water's fine. Just idle on over and toss us a line. Fast tractors, mainliners, and a party barge strung together like a floating trailer park.
Tom Brady to the Cowboys rumor. If anything, it was started by Jerry Jones just to create a little bit of leverage with Dak Prescott. I don't think there was any validity to that. And I don't care what Michael Irvin says. By the way, people put out misinformation now about the draft. I mean, that's happening with Teddy Bridgewater right now. That somebody, according to Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, is putting out this Teddy Bridgewater wants $30 million a year.
Not that he wants, that he does, that teams want to give him $30 million.
30 is going to get you 24. I'm going to guess with Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, this could be like Scott Boras always does this in baseball. Hey, he's going to get 400. We want 400. Well, 400 gets you, 330. But, this leverage that you have, I keep coming back to this, Bengal fans. And I know that you got blinders on. I don't. I've been around to have remembered Elway, certainly with Eli. And when you say leverage, how many other guys who were going to be drafted number one use the word leverage? I can't remember anybody in recent memory. And maybe if somebody can remind me of that, I'll gladly mention it. But he keeps coming back to leverage. Yeah, McLevin.
Remember when the contract was a negotiable, then players would play games.
This is slotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paulie.
Well, Kyler Murray did this with a different sport, though.
Yeah.
He used baseball as his leverage with football, and vice versa. He used football to try to get one more big offer out of the A's, and he did have leverage. He had two different choices. Joe Burrow has to create leverage by getting a team interested, an interested team to trade up, which is, if you look back at the story with Eli Manning, his dad, and his agents, they concocted this to get the Giants to go. But they need another team to get involved here. It can't just be the Bengals aren't going to shop. They have to be broached.
But the misinformation that's out there, or speculation that's out there, like Matthew Stafford, the Lions are going to trade it, or Tom Brady is not going back to the Patriots. It's just it's a big game of chess, and all of these parts are the quarterbacks. There's a king, that's Brady. You got a queen. You got your pawns. We're probably the pawns, but there's this information that's out there. Joe Burrow is leaving it open to interpretation. For what reason? I don't know, because he could really close this. All he has to do is say, I'm going to Cincinnati if they want me. I want to go to Cincinnati. To be number one, to go to Ohio, back to Ohio, and play for the Bengals, that's what I want. What is your process that you're leaving that open for, unless there's the possibility you're not going to Cincinnati or you don't want to go to Cincinnati? I don't make this up. I'm not reading into this, and I've been accused of it, but I'm not. I'm just pointing it out. I hope Joe Burrow, if he goes number one, goes to Cincinnati. They can use the help there, and if he goes there, it could be a great story. But I'm not naive. Joe Burrow keeps this in the headlines. Nobody else. He does. Yeah, Paul.
How are we not including Fritzy on this? Fritzy is the king of the vague answer. Who wouldn't want to go to the Cincinnati Bengals?
Exactly.
You asked Todd this question, he would give you the perfect Joe Burrow-esque answer.
It's a special opportunity to turn a franchise around if you would want to do something like that.
Todd, do you want to go to the Bengals?
I rather not go to the Bengals.
Oh, okay. All
but
right.
I do like the idea of being selected number one.
Of course.
There is an upside to playing for the Bengals because you can be the hero that turns a franchise that's been a disaster around. But by the same token, you want to play for a respectable team that has a chance to win now and not look horrible like Carson Palmer or other quarterbacks.
Okay, all right. The bit went too far.
Todd finally had a chance to give a vague answer, which he's been doing for 20 years, and he says, I don't want to go to the Bengals. He gives a definitive answer. No.
But on the other hand,
in his career. Who wouldn't want to go see Landon Donovan play in his last international game 4 miles from my house?
Right across the street.
This program brought to you by True Car. You can get an upfront price from a dealer online. You can search from over 1 million pre-owned vehicles with the new True Car. Buy smarter, drive happier. When you're ready to buy that newer used car, the internet can confuse you with vague pricing. Not anymore. Go to True Car to get a true price. What other poll questions you got, McLovin?
All right, I do have, and it doesn't have to be a poll question, but I'm curious where our guest today, Dominique Wilkins, falls on the all-time greatest dunkers list, because he is way up there for me.
Okay.
In my room. So who's the greatest dunker of the last 40 years? Nick, Jordan, Vince Carter, is Dr. J, who, 40 years, 1980.
Yeah.
Anyone else on that list? Small list to me.
Yeah, Paul.
There's a caveat here. We're not saying dunk contest. We're saying in-game dunker because that's a different category. And Dominique is at worst top 3.
Yeah, he was a vicious in-game dunker. He was. That tomahawk, you did not try to go up and block that. Neek was great in transition dunking. Great. I'd put him top 3. Yeah, Todd.
And where does human highlight film rank among the best nicknames in sports history? That's
Pretty
always
good.
something to have fun with.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that human highlight film. Maybe it's a columnist in it, like Furman Bisher, the longtime columnist, the Atlanta Constitution. But Neek will join us in an hour. Yes, McLevin.
You're not I feel like you're not that into Michael Jordan as a dunker because there was so much more. I feel like he was actually even a better in-game dunker than Dominique.
There was so much more about Jordan. Like he wasn't. I mean, he had some great in-game dunks, usually against the Knicks, but Mike had felt like would get a steal and go in for just a solo dunk, whereas Neek was in traffic and he was dunking. You know, Mike, after a while, stopped going to the hoop because he was getting the hell beat out of him. And I think that, Air Jordan sort of came back down to earth. He developed that baseline post-up move, fadeaway. But, the Pistons, I think, were saying to Mike, if you're coming in here, you're going to leave with a bruise or two. What other poll questions do you have for me? By the way, Denny Hamlin will join us coming up in about 10 minutes after the Daytona 500. It was incredible TV. I mean, that's and I'm glad, Ryan Newman is now, he's in serious condition, still in the hospital, but that last lap, I mean, you had Denny Hamlin go from first to third to first in a span of about 20 seconds. And just the magnitude of that race, what's at stake, and everybody on that last lap. There's always crashes on the last lap. Almost every year, you just don't see them at the front. Usually they're at the back of the pack. Everybody is doing whatever it takes on the final lap. And, our good buddy Denny Hamlin wins his third Daytona 500. All right, McLevin, what else?
Okay, Astros. A lot of player anger out there. I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
If you were a pitcher on an opposing team, would you throw at an Astros hitter?
Why is it now all of a sudden it's okay to throw at guys? Like now we've said, hey, I think it's cheap when you throw at somebody. Oh, you're throwing at the Astros. Oh, that's okay. I don't want you throwing at the Astros. What I'm concerned about is if I throw a pitch that is interpreted as I'm throwing inside, then that's not fair. I have the right to do that as a pitcher, and I think some pitchers are going to be unfairly blamed and maybe thrown out of a game or at least warned because they're going to throw inside. I don't taking matters into your own hands, that doesn't, okay. I mean, in the moment, hey, I got him. I hit him. I don't know who cheated on the Astros. I mean, I'm not sure.
Does it make a huge difference?
Well, I don't want to be hitting some guy. It's like the guy who gets hit because the previous guy hit a home run. He didn't do anything wrong.
But if you were there, I mean,
okay,
you're guilty.
You got the team. Who is it? Correa said Altuve didn't cheat.
First of all, I don't believe that. Second of all,
I know
he's guilty by association.
I know, but so then I hit everybody? Yes.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's kind of everybody is guilty. Because you're telling me that there's like a handful of guys sitting at the end of the bench who are like, why is Timmy whistling all the time? Oh, they know the pitches? Oh, don't do that for me. I just want to do it the right way.